Welcome back to episode 4 of The Town Tourist. This week I'll be in Eastampton, New Jersey, visiting Historic Smithville Park. It's going to be juicy, but take a moment to please like and subscribe. Now, before I delve into this real-life soap opera, I'd like to share with you other things you can do at the park. Here I visited the art gallery where they had artist Hugh Campbell's paintings on display. Campbell was a resident of Mount Holly, and he was a self-taught impressionist painter. My next stop was the Underground Railroad Museum. I was not allowed to photograph in here, but believe me, it is so worth visiting. There's a ton of history and artifacts, all gathered by the late Louise Calloway, and I highly recommend taking the guided tour. There truly is so much to do here in Historic Smithville Park, from canoeing on the beautiful Rancocas Creek to walking the trails and events, but I think my favorite part is the history. So let's get into those juicy, gossipy details that I promised you early on in this episode. Hezekiah Smith was a shrewd businessman. He seized an opportunity to purchase the bankrupt Shreve Brothers property at a fraction of its worth. With his devoted wife Agnes by his side, they embarked on a mission to build a thriving community for their workers. A village bloomed, echoing with the melodies of their marching band and resounding with the harmonious notes of their own opera house. But secrets festered beneath the facade of success. Hezekiah set his sights on Congress, but shortly after winning, a shocking revelation was printed in the newspapers. His scandalous truth of having a hidden family in New England was revealed. Eventually, tragedy struck, and Agnes passed, and Hezekiah met his demise. His vengeful son, Elton, was driven by a burning desire for revenge. He embarked on a mission to obliterate Agnes's memory and set sights on a magnificent marble statue of her, brutally destroying it and casting it into the Rancocas. He then went to exhume his father's grave so he could bury his body by his mother in New England. But he was met with a shocking surprise. Hezekiah's remains were encased in concrete and iron. It's as if Hezekiah had foreseen the treacherous plot against him. The tale of the Smiths is far from ordinary, and this narrative merely scratched the surface of the Smithville history. To unveil the complete saga, I suggest stopping into the Visitor Center, where many more stories of the Smiths and their illustrious property awaits. Prepare for an enthralling expedition to Historic Smithville Park. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 4 of The Town Tourist. Don't forget to come back next week for a spooky episode. And please, if you liked what you saw, click like and subscribe.